Hi guys, we're going to make a quick video on how to make carbon fiber on your Lexan bodies. Uh, right now we're going to do a spoiler here. Here are the things we're going to need. We got the Lexan body spoiler here. It's what I did is I liquid masked the inside, but we're not going to work with that right now. We're going to work with that later on. But what I did is I went ahead and with an X-Acto knife went ahead and just cut nicely along the lines on the sides right there, and then was able to peel off the mask that the manufacturer gives you. And what we're gonna do first is we're gonna paint some of this Tamiya stuff on here. We're gonna start off with the smoke. We're gonna put a quick little layer first, and we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna use the hair dryer. You can let it air dry if you'd like to. It takes a little bit longer, that's all. It just takes a few seconds with the hair dryer. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this drawer liner that you can buy at your local hardware store, like Walmart also. And we're gonna set this on top. And with the smoke already laid down, we're gonna apply a little spray of that white real quick, and then we'll finish off with the black. So we'll see how everything goes on, okay? All right, so we're gonna get ready to spray on the smoke, which is the PS31. And what I've done here, now the wind started kicking up right now. But what I've done here is just taken a piece of cardboard here, and on the inside of the Lexan, just put a little piece of mask. It's actually some old mask that I had from an old project, and just taped it on the inside. That lets me be able to handle things really easy. So let's check this out. So we're gonna go ahead and just give it a light little spray. That's it. We're gonna give it a second one right here. You can already tell it's a little bit darker. You can see it in the sun a little better. That's it. Just two little light spraying. All right, guys, that smoke is dried, and I went ahead and laid that drawer material, and I wanted it to be nice and straight, along with the same layout of the spoiler on here. So it's perfectly straight. Some folks like it at an angle. Some folks like the pattern going this way, so you can mess around with that. So I'm actually going to be doing that later on. So we're going to go ahead and get the white and spray that. A quick little spraying of that, little mist. All right, here we go. So we're gonna be spraying a quick little mist of this PS1 white on here. It's just a quick little, there it goes. Get this out a little. That's it. Doesn't seem like it's much. Sometimes I always feel like, oh, should I do more? But I just want that ghostly look, actually. Looks cool. All right, so just sprayed that. Gonna just carefully remove that straight off. Now you see that's created a nice little pattern on there. Really easy, right? Not hard at all. So that's gonna be like the top of the spoiler there. And now we're gonna back that with some black. So we'll let this dry real quick. I'm gonna hit it with the air dryer, and we'll see you in a guys a second. All right, I took off the side clear masking that the manufacturer had put on there. And now we're gonna paint the whole rest of this spoiler black. Remember the liquid mask that I had done earlier is gonna protect the inside, so we don't have to worry about that. So what I like to do whenever I'm painting stuff is try to get the harder edges first, and then the easier little sections last. So first we're gonna spray a quick little light dusting of this black. So we're getting the edges, because usually those are the most neglected. Afterwards you're like, oh, I gotta get that edge. So we're gonna do those first. So we gave it a little dusting of black. Let that dry, and then come back, give it another coat. All right, that first coat came out really nice. You could kind of get a glimpse from the inside. The liquid mask is discoloring it a little bit, so it's not giving it its full potential. So we'll see that in a second. So let's give it another coat of the black. Let's give it a shake. Shake that all along. Get those edges first, like I said. One's picking up a little. I like to do the first 2 coats a little light. All right, so we'll see you again on the 3rd pass. All right, just came back from hitting with the hairdryer. When I use a hairdryer, by the way, I hit it with the heat on, and I do just move really fast. I don't settle on one spot, so that way it doesn't damage the paint or the plastic. And so a little tip on that. So we got our 3rd coat coming in here. Do the edges there. So there's that little spot in between. That edge. How easy is it with this cardboard, right? Very nice. All right, we'll probably do just one more coat. It's looking good already. All right, just did the last 4th coat on there. And just gonna let that dry nicely. Again, hit it with the hairdryer for a few seconds. And then let it sit for a second, and then peel this off. Here's what it looks like a little bit. You can kind of see there, yeah. So we're gonna peel that liquid mask that's on the inside. All right, see you guys afterwards. All right, guys, so we went ahead and finished off the carbon fiber. And one thing I wanted to note is it came out really nice. But one thing, I didn't know I was gonna end up doing this with this project. I thought I was gonna end up spraying this with some kind of maybe color from the inside, which is what I normally do with my spoilers. This is something new, first time doing this. And there's little fine scratches because, again, I was gonna paint it from the inside, and then I had liquid mask, and I was gonna do some stuff with it, but I ended up not doing that. Ended up working out with the liquid mask because that helped me out with this project, so I didn't get any bleed over for the inside, and I didn't have to worry about that. So that was easy. So I didn't like the way the little scratches came out. You kind of see them, right? They're not so bad. You're not going to be able to tell too much. I'll probably end up putting maybe a sticker somewhere there. Won't be able to tell, but one thing that's going to help with this and also give it a look that I like is this Tamiya PS55, the flat clear. That's going to help hide some of the scratches there and also give it a matte look to it. So let's check that out. It only takes maybe a couple of spray-ins. So nice light spray. We just took the liquid mask off, so everything's nice and should be nice and clean. Okay. And that's it for the first. All right. We'll come back, maybe give it 2-3 coats maybe. We'll see how it looks. So you can see already, it's already gotten more of a matte look. It gives it more of a deeper look to it too. Seeing it in person, it gives it more dimension. So it looks really nice. And there we go, guys. We got 3 coats of that clear on there. You still could kind of see a little bit of the scratching, but it's not bad. You won't be able to really tell. All right. And it also gives it kind of a matte look to it. Looks really nice. Gives it more depth. But the back hadn't been hit with that, so it's still nice and shimmery. Let's check it out. Take off this mask. Not bad, huh? So here we go after a day of painting these. I did them in different patterns and also different little techniques here and there. And let me just switch this one up because I want to mention something real quick. So the first one I did is I ended up laying the mesh material like how you see over it right now to give us this pattern. And the next one I ended up going in this fashion. Oh, wrong way. In this fashion here to give us that pattern there. So they both are really nice, actually. And then I also did one at an angle. The one thing with this one is I ended up using a bunch of smoke, the tint on here. And that's why this one looks a little much darker than the other 2 up here. So we got this one here that's done at an angle. You can see how the pattern is going this direction. So it was laid out kind of like that. And then lastly, I did it the other way. I did a lighter tint, so I did what I normally intentionally do, but I started running out of white. So you can see it's starting to get a little blotchy there, but it actually kind of gives it a nice look to it. Gives it a realistic carbon fiber look to them. So here they go. Pattern going this way, that way, that way, and this way. Finished product. And then they're all black on that side. Thanks for watching.